Welcome back. I'm Emily Chang. We showed you how kids are taking over their iPads, but what are they doing with them? Developers are making big bucks creating freemium apps for kids, but critics say that may not be the most responsible way to entertain your child. Editor-at-large Cory sat down with some of his new friends to see what they're playing with this holiday season.
Forget the tricycle and dollhouse. This holiday season, you may find yourself buying the kids a barrel full of Smurf berries at $100 a pop.
Push it one time. Now wait. It says, oh, you can spend $500 to upgrade. Is that $500? Sure, you can buy that. Push the red button.
The Smurf Village app by developer Beeline is just part of an explosion of tablets and apps with an emerging demographic target, young children. Kids dig them. Parents get cheap babysitting. What's not to love? Well, there is the violence.
There you go, Dylan. Oh, that guy's hitting you with his sword. Now he's got his knife.
Or how about Tap Zoo, where kids pay to play?
Hey, did you buy a can of stars for $4.99?
No.
It looks like you're about to.
Pocket Gem has ridden the success of its Tap Zoo game to launch an arsenal of a dozen apps, 60 million downloads, 130,000 monthly users. But that doesn't mean those users know what they're doing.
Remember that little kids can't read. So when it says, do you want to confirm this purchase, to them that's gibberish. So they just press the one that looks like they can get ahead in the game.
So perhaps there are irresponsible apps. It raises the question, are there any tablet technologies that are good for kids? There is another approach. Leapfrog has relaunched its 12-year-old LeapPad product into a tablet. CEO John Barber says the development was grounded in an educational approach.
We actually have on our payroll here 3 full-time PhDs and a master's in education.
Leapfrog has spent $68 million on research and development in the last 2 years. The company's Emeryville, California headquarters even has a special playroom with hidden cameras where educators, analysts, and parents can watch the kids' reaction to every design change.
We've carefully created this piece of technology to help deliver a better experience for kids.
The result is one of the hottest kids' products of the season. The $99 LeapPad tablet is mostly sold out. It fetches $200 on eBay. And the new LeapPad has helped the stock hop from under $3 to over $6. CEO Barber thinks the trick is giving kids what they want and making sure it's good for them.
There's no shortage of content. There's no shortage of entertainment. But there is a shortage of good, nutritious entertainment.
Now,
So,
Emily, I should say that
Cory-
Common Sense Media. Oh, I just want to say that Common Sense
go
Media
ahead.
makes it really clear with the kids that kids under the age of 2 shouldn't spend any time on any screen, and kids older than that shouldn't spend more than an hour or 2 on screen time, whether it's television time or tablet time. I think it's a confusing issue for a lot of parents.
Now, what do they have to say about the differences between the LeapPad and the iPad? Is the LeapPad better for kids than the iPad is?
Well, the guys at Leapfrog obviously think so, and the CEO of Leapfrog said to me, I'm a parent of young children, and he says, let your kid drop your iPad and you'll see how much you think a device that costs $99 and can bounce when it's dropped, maybe better suited for a young child.
$200, though, is no joke. I mean, if a child is using an iPad, what are the best ways to sort of monitor what they're doing on the iPad?
Yeah, so the pediatricians group that study this say that, again, limiting screen time is the most important thing. And that while it might seem the kids are entertained, we don't know the long-term effects of the way that kids' minds are changed by using these devices. And so while the app makers are trying to sell apps and make money, maybe the fact that the kids' brains aren't developed enough to understand it and know the changes in their heads may be a reason to limit that time at the very least. And again, kids under 2, the pediatricians say shouldn't use these things at all.
And I think one of the things we were talking to the folks of Common Sense about a couple of weeks ago is there really isn't a lot of research out there about the effects of tablets on children. They're continuing to do more research in that category, right?
Well, and there's a bewildering number of apps available for little kids. I mean, I've seen kids playing with these things, and it's just shocking how adept they are at these things, but how many businesses are out there cranking out these apps before we have any idea what the long-term effects of the use of things can be on kids.
Time will tell. Thanks for that. Cory. Good to see you out there talking with people that you can relate to.
Yeah.